Okay, so some of you may remember this, some of you may not, but I did a video a couple years ago, or maybe it was sometime last year. Might have been last year, not really important right now, but I did a video in the past where I tackled the issue of whether or not it's a good idea to start your webcomic over. Now, my response to that was basically it depends on you, but just looking at a lack of quality and not really liking the way that your comic looked, I didn't think was a good enough excuse to completely start a comic over. And now Alan the Hypocrite sits in front of you right now, getting ready to start one of his comics over. Which is not solely for the reason of art quality either, even though that's a big one. A lack of planning and a deviation from the story is really the big reason why I want to start this comic over. Though a deviation from the story is not too big of an issue, but the script that I originally had from Shadosassins is much different from what I actually created. That and the fact that I don't really have any type of environment that my characters are living in the comics, simply because I didn't make one. There is a story, like there's a place that this story is taking place at, if that sentence made any sense. But what it looks like, there's like I never really planned it, and I didn't give myself time either. I finished the script and I just started jumping in drawing pages, and I quickly realized that I didn't know what anything was supposed to look like because I never drew it. There's technical issues with the way the comic looks, there's a lack of character planning, there's a lack of just knowing what certain characters are supposed to look like. I had very little of an idea of what the environments are supposed to look like. There are numerous issues that have led me to redoing Shadosassins, and I've been trying to find nicer ways to say it, but let's be honest, I'm redoing Shadosassins. This shouldn't take me as long as the original work did, simply because I know what I'm doing this time around, both from a story standpoint and as an artist. And the planning that went into working on Infinite Uppercut has really helped me quite a bit working on Shadosassins. Well, it's helping me working on this reboot in a sense, because I'm able to better plan out what I need to be doing. And because I already have the script done, like half the battle has already been done for me. But I'm redoing the comic, and I actually plan on sort of pulling back the curtain on what I'm working on and how I'm putting things together along with you all here on YouTube, which is what you're watching in the background right now. I actually have been working on character turnarounds, which has been another issue. I didn't really know what characters look like from various angles, and because I've talked about this about 1,000 times on this channel, but my art quality went to just, it was shot when I first started working on Shadosassins back in 2014. So at this point, since I'm more in a habit of drawing, especially within the last 5 years, my actual skills have improved. And then on top of that, just planning and working on these characters and having images to look at of them from various angles will go a long way towards making the comic look uniform and, you know, remotely respectable. I feel like I don't really have that much of a problem looking at older pages of Shadosassins past the latter part of chapter 3. Everything before it, though, really bothers me when I look at it, and it's just because either there's line quality issues, which is a whole nother discussion to be quite honest, or just the environment where the characters are in are so, it's bland. There's nothing there. There's people in blank areas almost, and I don't, for an action comic, I just feel like that's crazy. So I'm going back and planning this out a little bit more. I'm not really putting Infinite Uppercut on hiatus or anything like that. I'm just taking a break in between chapters 1 and 2 right now. I just finished chapter 1, and for those of you that are also confused right now, Infinite Uppercut is the other comic that I work on. But I'm taking a break in between chapters 1 and 2 just to make sure that I don't get burnt out. And thanks to the sheer amount of planning that went into working on Infinite Uppercut, I can afford to take a break and not have to worry too much about jumping back into the swing of things, because I've had things planned out this time and I've thought things through more. It's actually that has made it a lot easier to go back and know what I need to work on and what I need to fix with Shadosassins. And also I want to make it point to give Shadosassins a distinct look this time around too. Though that look is going to be very similar to Infinite Uppercut, which people may be hot or cold on. Man, it is what it is. But I want to make sure that Shadosassins has a uniform look. If you was to look at my pages, say in the first 60 to like the last 60 that I had completed, it's night and day. It looks like two entirely different comics almost. The characters look similar just because of the designs, but the way that they're drawn, the way that everything looks, is two different things, and I don't want that happening a second time around. Of course, the art is going to jump somewhat because the more I draw, the more I'm going to improve, as I talked about in previous videos, but at the same time, that's not an excuse for it to look so vastly different. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have going on right now. I've been working on a lot of character turnarounds for the last week and a half, which pretty much was the last time that I uploaded anything in YouTube. So trust me, I have a lot more to upload in the next coming weeks, because as I said before, I've been working on character turnarounds and I have quite a few of them done. Not to mention that I have character environments. I have story environments and whatnot to work on. So there's going to be a lot of content that I have coming on YouTube in the next couple weeks or so. Not to mention that I'm still making sure that I get my drawing practice in. So I have a lot of stuff to put on the channel. There won't be many more of these type of hiatuses anytime soon. But I just wanted to make sure that I swung back into things in Shadosassins. So YouTube channel I didn't really focus on for the last week because I really didn't have anything to upload just yet. But trust me, I have more than enough now, so you'll be seeing a lot of the stuff that I'm working on, and it'll be pretty much a lot more webcomic content in the very near future. I may have speed paintings, just like random, I don't know, like wrestlers of fighting game characters or anything that I may draw in the meantime, but I highly doubt that. I think I'm just going to be pretty focused on my webcomics for the near future, at least for the remainder of the summer, but we'll see. Plans change all the time, and my mind is all over the place on occasion, so who knows. But yeah, at least in this video alone, you can see me working on a character turnaround for the main character Hasashi for Shadosassins, and I didn't realize how much I actually missed drawing him and Galax until I actually started drawing them again. So I'm really getting excited to work on this all over again. I don't know. Yeah, I'm actually excited working on these webcomics again. And as I said before, I probably won't have any Infinite Uppercut stuff to upload until probably around late August, early September. That all depends on how much I get done for Shadosassins in the meantime. But yeah, I've given myself a new challenge. We'll see how this goes. And it's about to be an interesting couple of months. But in any event, that's all for today. I hope you all have a good one, and I'm out.